For cheap D2R items, visit aoeah.com. You get 3% off with the code ARIAD. Check the link in the description. Hello and welcome everybody. Various YouTubers, including me, have already made videos mentioning that some unique items in Diablo 2 Resurrected should be reworked. That would definitely bring back some tension into the game, and it is also one of the most wanted player requests. In the Blizzard forums, concrete proposals are discussed, and 3 items that are always topic are Tyrael's Might, Arkaine's Valor, and the good old Grandfather. I want to show you how the changes should look like in my opinion. I will also argue why they would be good for balancing and test my prototypes in gameplay. The 2 body armors should be useful alternatives to Forti and Enigma, and the Grandfather at least on the Barbarian an alternative to Grief. First, Tyrael's Might. Here you can see the original version, which is unfortunately just a useless trophy. An item which drops that rarely should have more power. I imagine Tyrael's as an alternative option to Enigma, so teleport definitely must be on it. But we delete monsters, rest in peace. We replace the 20% running speed by +1 to all skills, double the extra damage to demons, and add equally high damage to undead. The armor should not push the damage as much as the 40, but like that, some builds would have it easier to go without their 40. Since it is only damage to undead and demons, it is not relevant for PvP anyway. The other stats stay the same, but I have pimped the strength bonus a bit. Maybe it should roll between 30 and 50, and the damage increases between 150 and 200%. Cannot be frozen is also nice, so even more builds can go without Ravenfrost. Since Tyrael's does not drop too often, and also is just an alternative and not a replacement for Enigma, it would not fundamentally change, but maybe expand the meta. Enigma still has some advantages, thanks to +2 to all skills and a larger strength bonus. The extra damage to undead and demons only works for weapon attacks, so casters don't benefit from it, and freezing usually doesn't matter to them either. Then we have Arkaine's Valor. The current version is kinda weak, +2 skills and 0.5 vitality points per level, as well as 30% hit recovery. Like that, it's not competitive. Some of you maybe still remember the Arkanes that existed in patch version 1.08 in the old Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction. There it was 2.5 vitality per level, and in addition there was also a life bonus on character level and fire resistance. We want to go back to this version, but I deleted the life bonus and reduced the vitality bonus to 2 per level. Maybe we should go down to 1.5 or let it roll between 1 and 1.5 per level. I also removed fire resistance and hit recovery and added 15% reduced damage, 20% crushing blow and 25% deadly strike. It's important to push the damage at least a little bit, because if it's too low, it's usually not worth for physical chars to wave their 40. Deadly strike and crushing blow also clearly differ from the functioning of a 40 armor, which is still stronger. Another option, you could make all affixes roll. A max rolled Grandfather currently looks like this, but two-handed weapons are rarely played, and if they are, Grandfather's damage can't keep up with pole arms and spears that have over 1000 damage. A Barbarian can use it one-handed, but he usually prefers a Grief because it does more damage, has a higher attack speed and also hits much better. Apart from its weapon damage, Grandfather only has +20 to all attributes, 80 life and 50% attack rating bonus, so nothing that really makes a big difference. Also here I would like to orientate back to the 1.08 version, which had 25% max life and 150% attack rating bonus, but with only 150% too little increased damage. So we pump it up, and not only to 250% as with the current Grandfather, a max roll should have mighty 300%. In addition, I have replaced the 25% more mana by 40% more attack speed, so the weapon is also fast enough to compete with Grief. the 25% more life could be reduced a bit if they prove to be too powerful. Especially when using Arkanes and Grandfather together, you can reach very high life points. But since the Barbarian is rarely played, he maybe could need such a boost. And for the maximum of life, you will finally have to do without teleporting. So it's okay. Besides, it has to be said that the items just look great. At the end of the video, I'll show the look of the two armors on all classes. But first, you can see the items in a short performance test. I've chosen some good examples. As you can see, the changes serve their purpose, but they are not too strong and don't break the balance. As I mentioned, the life increase on Arkanes and Grandfather could still be scaled down a bit maybe, but what do you think about the suggestions in general? Feel free to write it in the comments. I say goodbye at this point, take care and may the loot be with you.
Come on. Follow me.